And the next one, I wanted to talk about this ordering, like updating the column order. So let's suppose you have like all the interesting columns that you're gonna be using are, I don't know, located in the last columns of the specific table. So what you can do, you can try to alter, if you want, of course, alter the order of those columns to make sure to push them at the beginning of the table. So you can, for example, mention, hey, capture the statistics only for the first 8 columns. But that's not the only thing. I've seen some customers and users who change the order of columns just for the sake of readability, because they put the date at the beginning, because this is how they query this table on their head. Like, I want to, for example, filter by country, for example, France, and then by city, then by date. So they order the columns, make sure it helps them read them. But of course, you can also change the order of column to make sure that you put the one that are interesting at the beginning. So when you mention the non-index call, you specify 2, 3, 4, or depending, of course, on the number of columns that are important to your queries.
Yeah, and this is also, I think, for people who haven't used Delta before and are coming just from like standard Parquet, this is an operation that was like unavailable like on just Parquet itself, because you had like ordinal offsets for columns. And so if you were querying by specific table, like columns, and they reordered, then your older queries would fail because they would no longer be in the same spot, which is also not a thing that Parquet allows you to do. And so in this case, like with Delta, you have an overlay over that, which is just saying like this human readable column name is associated with this index. And then over time, like this is where like column mapping comes into play.